Hi, I'm Deb Krause, President of Eden Theological Seminary, welcoming you to another conversation, this week with two leaders in the programs team area. Enjoy this conversation as these two leaders, scholars, and teachers open up how they are collaborating with Eden's faculty, staff, and students.
Hi, my name is Sonja Williams. I am the Dean of Students here at Eden Theological Seminary, and I'm also the visiting professor of practical theology.
Hi, my name is Damayanthi Niles. I am the interim academic dean here at Eden Theological Seminary, and I'm the professor of constructive theology here. And together, we make up the program team leaders.
We sure do. Damayanthi, it's a pleasure to work with you. This is an exciting year so far.
I like this collaborative nature of doing things, and it's fun to work with you.
Oh, thank you so much. It is fun, and that's what pedagogy and that's what community and life in community is all about. I think it's about learning and having some fun.
I love that you claim in your very title of being a practical theologian. I think all theology has to be practical and contextual, and it's my belief that that's what we bring to this game of leadership, is we want to make this work deeply contextual and practical, and we bring the practicalities of our own passions and our lives and the context we find ourselves in close and far to the game. And I think that's what makes Eden work so well.
Absolutely. You know, when you talk about this moment in time, whether we talk about seminary education or when we open our front doors, the world that we find ourselves in, it is the praxis and the practice of each theologian that makes a difference in the world. So I totally agree with understanding and making the world contextual so that we can live in it with a freer understanding of where to move forward. And so with that, we're learning all these things, but for me, I like to think that some of the gifts that I'm bringing to this space is the joy that I have for this work, the optimism, but really the hope for this just-filled future. I'm really excited about this future that we can create together.
I started my life in other parts of the world. So for me, that international vision is so passionately important to me. I live in the interesting hyphen of Asian and American who's lived in all kinds of parts of the world. And I want Eden to taste of all of that, not just from me, but from us and from our work. We are who we are for that.
So some of the work that I really find myself engaged in is the work of Don Browning, a practical theologian, who does the work of deep description. And if we do that deep description, which I choose to call deep listening, then that way we can engage with the world beyond this moment and space. That we can enter into this work together to do that contextual work, but global work, that work of pluralism maybe.
Right, absolutely. Because for me, if I just do one context, and you know this, we're now very much hybrid, hyphenated people. If I just do one piece, I actually amputate all the other pieces. And that's what I want all of us. We bring ourselves to the game and we're eager to listen to all the other voices. I call it dialogical existence. We live in conversation, right? My colleague and friend Kwok Whelan used to say dialogical imagination, right? It's more than imagination. It's actually what we are. It's dialogical existence. So we listen to each other. We listen to our students. We listen to the world. The crucible in which our work and our training and our ministry come out of.
As I bring intentionality to that community life, it means bringing intentionality to people and to their authentic selves. And I'm so excited about that because we are beginning to learn that far too long that there are unheard voices. There are unheard experiences that we have not yet engaged to be able to make that full circle, to enter into those dialogues that you speak of, that I believe that will create a bigger and more profound future. Hans Gadamer, it talks a little bit about creating that, being at play, being at conversation. So when we are able to truly bring our whole selves to the room, our prejudices, our likes, our knowledge, our epistemology, all of those things, then we are then able to engage into a conversation, which then points to the horizon of creating something brand new and beautiful, I believe.
The work that we do in all of the work at Eden, whether it be in the degree programs, whether it be in the non-degree programs on my side of the table, in the very life and work that we do. I think that's where my heart and head are. So how are we being part of a conversation? Very proud that our colleagues that work with us are very much part of that passion. And that's why I was willing to do this work, is I don't feel like I'm not in any way doing anything more or less than everybody does here. So it's part of it. It's truly a team of work.
It really is.
Welcome to the program team. I am Damayanthi Niles. I am an Asian. I am a pluralist. I am Eden.
I'm Sonja Williams. I am my mother's child. I am a cultural aesthetic. I am a practical theologian, but really, I'm the freedom in imagination.
We are Eden.